We live in an era of fragmentation. From the moment we enter the machinery of modern education, we are commanded to dissect ourselves. We are told to choose a lane, to sharpen one narrow blade of intellect and let the rest of our character rust. We have become a society of tools, hyper-specialized, efficient, and profoundly incomplete. We see brilliance every day. The financial genius who is morally bankrupt. The technological wizard who is socially paralyzed. The artist who rejects logic. We are sharp, yes, but we are brittle. But there is a forgotten philosophy, whispered in the halls of history's greatest academies and practiced by the sages of old. It is the concept of the great tuning. Imagine your life as a grand orchestra. If the violins are perfect but the percussion is silent, there is no music. There is only noise. True genius is not a spike in a graph, it is a symphony. It is the act of bringing your intellect, your ethics, your body, and your spirit into a state of harmonious mastery. Today we explore how to tune the instrument of the self. When we consult the architects of human wisdom, we find a unanimous truth. They did not teach subjects, they taught wholeness. Socrates warned us against the fractured mind. He argued that virtue is knowledge. To him, intelligence without goodness was not just a flaw, it was a form of ignorance. He demanded that the sharpest mind must be governed by the strongest conscience. The Buddha offered us the middle way. Do not mistake this for mediocrity. It is the dynamic tension of a sitar string. If it is too loose, it does not play. If it is too tight, it snaps. Mastery is the discipline of maintaining that perfect tension between emotion and reason. Jesus called for perfection, not of rules, but of the heart. He embodied the paradox of the lion and the lamb, the integration of absolute power with absolute mercy. He taught that a leader is not one who conquers others, but one who has conquered their own ego. And Confucius gave us the ultimate warning. The noble man is not a utensil. A hammer has one purpose. A cup has one use. But a human being? A human being is designed to be limitless. These masters tell us that to specialize is to limit your humanity. To be whole is to be divine. If the sages provided the sheet music, the world's elite universities were built to be the concert halls. Their deepest purpose is not to transfer information, but to forge character. At Harvard, the motto is veritas, truth. But in its truest sense, truth is not merely academic data. It is the alignment of one's inner life with outer reality. They understood that a powerful mind, untethered by moral gravity, is a danger to civilization. At MIT, they command mens et manus, mind and hand. This is the rejection of the ivory tower. It demands that the philosopher must be a builder, and the engineer must be a poet. It is the seamless fusion of abstract thought and concrete action. And across the ocean, at Oxford and Cambridge, we find the genius of the collegiate system. For centuries, these institutions have forced the mathematician to break bread with the historian. They compel the physicist to debate the theologian. Why? Because they know that isolation breeds ignorance. By forcing the collision of different minds, they ensure that a student does not graduate as a narrow specialist, but as a tuned human being, one who understands the interconnectedness of all things. This is the secret of elite education. It is the relentless demand that you stretch your capacity until you are no longer lopsided. How, then, do we bring this ancient harmony into our modern distracted lives? We must become the conductors of our own souls. One, the audit of silence. Listen to your life. Which keys are silent? You may be professionally loud, but physically mute. You may be intellectually vibrant, but relationally cold. Identification is the first step of tuning. 2. The Renaissance mindset. Reject the label of your profession. If you are a financier, read poetry to understand the rhythm of markets. If you are a coder, study biology to understand systems. Innovation is not found in the center of a silo. It is found at the boundaries where worlds collide. Three, the discipline of high tension. Remember, balance is not relaxation. It is the high-tension discipline of a suspension bridge. It requires the daily effort to hold your standards high in every domain of your existence: your health, your work, your relationships, and your spirit. The Latin root of education is educere, to lead out. It is the act of leading out the magnificence that lies dormant within you. Do not be content with being a fragment. Do not settle for a life that is out of tune. Your duty is to tighten the strings of your potential until your life resonates with a clarity that commands the world's attention. Tune your mind. Tune your heart. Become the symphony. Thank you for watching.